Warriors center Marquese Chriss has suffered a broken right leg, fibula, and will miss the remainder of the season. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Injury, it's a part of the game, right? You saw Towns go down last night, and most of you are aware of Marquese's journey to get where he was at, right? A lottery pick, has bounced around the league and has kind of finally found a home here. And to be honest with you, he's been one of the bright spots thus far in these first two supremely ugly games, right? Where he's been the first big off the bench, and he's been one of the few Warriors where I've been pleased with his effort and his progression, right? It seemed like he was going to earn more and more time. He certainly looked to be ahead of Looney in the rotation. I think we were all anticipating that. So that's a tough break for the kid, man. He's still young. What is he, 24, 25 years old? The fibula is below the knee, right? It's not the femur. It's not the big one. It's below the knee, on the right knee. And usually, I don't know the details of this. This is just breaking news. I usually don't hop on and do these, but I was sitting around. I got the news. I was like, all right, let me speak on this because I think Dub Nation is shocked. So yeah, I mean, you'd expect him to make a full recovery, but it's just a whole season lost is a tough spot for him, in a spot where this was really a year for him where I think he was going to get paid. To be honest with you, I was expecting him to have a big season and then get a relatively nice contract, right? And kind of establish himself as a good NBA player. And so that's just a tough pill to swallow, man. But I know he's resilient. And again, usually with bone stuff, there is no lingering repercussions. Once he's healed, he's healed. I think what we have to bring up is the training staff, though. I think we have to bring it up. And I want to be clear here because I'm not blaming them. I'm questioning them. Ever since, pop your collar Chelsea went to Atlanta, you could say, damn, the Warriors have had terrible luck with injuries, right? Well, at some point, is it not bad luck? Is it just inadequate medical care, right? And again, I don't know if it is or not. I'm questioning it here because, again, it's too much. It's not coincidence anymore. Too many of these things are happening. And here's the thing. The preseason, Eric Paschall, Alen Smailagić, and Marquese Chriss were all listed with knee soreness throughout the preseason. Marquese Chriss was right knee soreness, right? Smailagić still hasn't played. Paschall missed one preseason game, and he's been back. And so you wonder, as the reports come out and we learn a little more about what exactly this injury is, was this some sort of stress reaction, right? Something that kind of happened over time of overusage rather than him coming down wrong on his leg. I did my breakdowns, the 2 games, the Patreon breakdowns. So my process is I see a game like roughly 2.5 to 3 times each game because I watch it live, I edit it, and then I do my call over it. So I see a lot. I never saw him come down and wince, or I didn't see a moment where it looked like there was a sudden injury. I could be wrong. Marquese is very tough, and he wouldn't surprise me. He is the type that would just play through it and you might not notice it. He's not gonna Paul Pierce on the ground. But I didn't see that, right? So it leads me to believe that perhaps this was a stress reaction, something that had been bothering him. Hence, he was listed with right knee soreness since the beginning of the preseason. Now, is the medical staff not doing their job? Are they not being thorough enough? Or was that just the report not being thorough and they were aware of what exactly was going on and he was just wanting to play through it? Now, I don't want to fully put this on the training staff because athletes of all ages, professional, kids, especially, you're given an opportunity, you've got to be honest with yourself and listen to your body. And if you're not being completely transparent, if Keese wasn't saying, again, this is all, I don't know. We don't know what happened. Of course I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying, if he wasn't completely transparent with where the pain was and how much it was, and he just wanted to play through it, he saw the opportunity. I get why you do it, right? You see it all the time, particularly in the NFL, right? But, that's why you have to be honest with how your body's feeling. It's giving you signs. And so sometimes it's not on the staff if the athlete's not honest. But then again, that's why you want to, cross all your T's and dot all your I's as a training staff and get the x-rays and see what's going on. Because again, guys, pain threshold is different. And, this isn't, I'm not telling you something you don't know. A lot of athletes they're not going to be, again, completely transparent with their injury because they want to play. They're not going to say, oh, it hurts so bad, I don't think I should play, right? They're usually going to tend to go the other way and say, it's not so bad, I'm good, wrap it up, let me play. And that's why you got to be thorough. There's been so many little injuries along the way. We've got to start questioning this training staff. I've spoken a little bit about this. My philosophy on it is what's preventable and what's not, right? And it can never be truly proven. But from what I understand, a lot of soft tissue stuff is preventable. So when we're talking about a strained lower back, a hamstring, a calf, right? That type of stuff, you know, it's preventable in the sense of, was the athlete hydrated, proper sleep, proper nutrition, and a proper warm-up? How much are you warming up your athletes? How much do you know each athlete's body, right? Because some guys, they're tight in different spots. Some guys get tight hammies, some guys get tight backs, right? So each warm-up routine needs to be specific to the athlete. And then again, half of it falls on the athlete. Are you being honest? How do you feel? Are you doing the preparation you need to, you know, when you're at home and off the court? And so it's a 50-50 thing. But a lot of the soft tissue stuff, depending on the staff and how thorough they are with their athletes and understanding them, that can be preventable. When you have drastic stuff like we saw with Clay, I don't know how preventable that is. That's just like shit happens, right? That's tragic. And bone stuff. So again, I don't know the exact details of it. Was there a sudden moment that happened, or did they not recognize that? And it's a stress reaction, and his right knee's been sore for the last 2 weeks, and it finally came to become a serious injury because they didn't recognize it. Not blaming him. I'm bringing up these questions, and I think it's only fair for us to ask now. Chriss will bounce back. I hate to be the insensitive with these analysis and immediately jump to what's next, but that as the world turns, right? And so whenever somebody goes down, that means an opportunity for somebody else. Kevon Looney hasn't looked great. He looks healthy. He hasn't looked good. We know how limited he is offensively, but I'll be fair. I'll cut him some slack because have you noticed there's a lot of people around the league that don't look great right now. Like there's this, particularly the teams that haven't been in the bubble, right? Basketball is such a timing and rhythmic sport that it's going to take some time here. We're seeing a lot of sloppy play. So, you know, it's giving Looney more opportunity. James Wiseman more opportunity. I know everybody's excited about that. Toscano Anderson just keeps finding his way back onto the court. It's a credit to his work ethic, right? But are we at some point here? It's about talent, right? Like you can like character, work ethic, and all that stuff. At some point, you got to have more talent on the floor. But again, it's going to be opportunity. I don't know. I don't really like playing him as a 4. Even small, he's got to be able to guard wings. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. But now all of a sudden we're down really our backup center. Draymond appears to be coming back tonight in Chicago. I expect a dub. We have to keep in context what has just happened with these two games. Ultimately, it was the 4th and 5th preseason game of the season. Oh yeah, you're going against 2 contenders. Look what Brooklyn's done to everybody they've faced. They've rolled everybody. Slim, I'll say it right now. I'm here for the KD return MVP season. Like that would be dope. That would be one of the better storylines that we've seen in a while, right? So they look super impressive. And then obviously Milwaukee is Milwaukee. They should roll the Bulls tonight. I won't say roll, they should win. They can't beat Chicago or Detroit, or they're not very competitive games. Then I'm going to start to inch my finger towards the panic button. But right now, nah, we need the context. But ultimately, yeah, man, this was about Marquese, and I'm interested to see, was this a stress reaction? Will that even be released? Or was there a moment he came down wrong and it happened like that? So that's tough. That's tough, man. But I know he'll push through and bounce back. Let's get that dub tonight. I'm out, y'all.